All right, we got some bigger guides and bigger projects in the works right now, but just a quick guide for right now, one I've been wanting to make for a while. This is going to cover Steam's built-in video recording features. So this is really going to be a guide for older gamers who aren't aware of these new features. I've met a lot of people on Discord that are not aware of these features. I love this feature. It's really, really good, really well implemented. So let's talk about that real quick here. So this is built into Steam now. You used to have to opt into a beta, but now it is built into the main Steam client. So you probably already have it and don't even know. So just go to your Steam settings here, and then you'll click on this video recording tab. And I think it'll be disabled by default. But you can see here, I've got it enabled on mine and already set up here. So you set it record in background, and it'll just go in the background whenever you're playing Steam. It won't go when you're not playing Steam, but when you boot into a Steam game, it'll start recording. It takes some hard drive space, and you are going to want to put it on a solid state drive, but that's just a block of space that it'll use, and it won't use more than that, so it's not really a big deal. There's some hardware requirements, but you probably meet them already. So any video card in the last several years has a hardware video encoder built into it. That's a hardware chip on the video card that specifically encodes the video signal into the data signal that is needed for recording to hard drive. Solid state hard drives will keep up no problem. So this means there's no CPU overhead when you're doing it this way. So when I talk about recent video cards, all the way back as far as I think like the 700 or 800 series of GeForces, and then most of the 1000 series, and then as far as I know, like all of the 2000, 3000 series and beyond have hardware encoders. For example, I have a 3060 Ti, and it has 4 video encoders on it. So I could, in theory, do this 4 times at once, recording 4 different streams, and it isn't going to be a heavy PC load. It used to be a heavy PC load. Back in the day, you would use programs like Fraps, and it would just eat your CPU, and your frames would drop out. It wasn't really practical to record gameplay normally. So that's completely different now with these hardware encoders. It doesn't take any CPU overhead, maybe like 3 or 4 extra percent, just nothing to worry about in a modern system. So go ahead and throw this on here, and I'll show you how smooth it is. You can set your settings here. You can set some shortcuts if you want. You don't really need these. I don't use these. This is similar to the NVIDIA feature that's existed for a while on NVIDIA software and NVIDIA cards. It was the Shadow Play. Well, what was it called even? I don't remember, but you know if I'm talking about, where you had the shortcuts there, and it would record the last 5 minutes or whatever you set it for, and it would just kind of go in the background, but it wouldn't be constantly recording. This is just a better system here. So you set your settings here. It does your math for you. Depending on how much motion and stuff, what kind of game you're playing, it'll vary a bit, I guess. But, you know, you got the hard drive space probably. It'll just sit there. All right. Yeah, so make sure you got the hardware encoding. If you don't have that option, you probably don't want to do this, but almost everybody does on any kind of modern system you bought in the last, like, 8 or 10 years even. Your microphone settings, you have to adjust for your own personal setup and what you want from it. But there's some settings there you can play with. And what do you get out of this? Once it's going, then you just go up here to view, and you'll have recordings and screenshots. And this is the last couple games I've played. I played some Counter-Strike last night, and this is how it shows up here. So this is me booting into Counter-Strike last night. And as you see, the big feature here on this timeline is these icons and game stats. That doesn't come with every game. Valve put it in most of their games, and they've opened up that feature available for other developers. So other games will start having this, but not every game will necessarily have this, where it shows you what round it is and your kills and stuff like that. It might just be a solid blue bar. But with Counter-Strike and a lot of these Valve games, you got these built-in features here. So you can see here, even where I was playing different games, different things happened here. And then you can go along your timeline here and pull clips from your timeline. So there's a clip I want to pull from the end here. See, it would be our pistol round. It would be right here. Double kill, it even shows me here. So I go here, and I press the clip button, and it already sets it up here, but I can adjust where I want the start and stop clip. So I'll play it here. My buddy disconnected on pistol round, and I came out.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy.
And
No, I got them both.
won the round anyways there. So do that. And you can adjust it however you want. You know, I want to back it up a little bit here. Cut it out here. Put my end clip here. Pro tip, you want to stop your playback before you export. Otherwise, it'll keep playing in the background as you do it, and it's kind of annoying. You can send it directly to people on Steam. That's super nice. You create a link. I could send it to my Steam app on my phone. I'll just export a video file here and save it like that. It'll export. It's pretty quick like that. All right, for me, I got it down here in my videos file, in my, like my videos, documents, whatever, Windows default, puts it here, and I have this video file. Really clean picture, like it's perfect, right? Like, and it's effortless. It's just there in the background.
Yeah, boy.
Perfect picture.
No, I
It
got
doesn't
them
take
both.
any of your usage. You just forget about it, and then when you want it, you just go to your view and you export your stuff there, and it's just right there when you want it. So that is the Steam recordings, background recording. I would highly recommend everybody turn that on there and just have it going and pull your clips that way. You can post those clips into Discord because they come out pretty small there, you know. This one came out 30 megabytes, so these can be pretty tough to send out to Discord. You know, ideally, take the effort, man. Bring it into a video editor. I use DaVinci Resolve. If you got the RAM for it, if you got 32 gigs of RAM, this is a free program you can use, and that's a whole separate topic. But yeah, drop some music on it and do the whole thing. But even as it is here, just export it from Steam. You can do a lot with that clip, or compress it and do even more with it. And that is how easy it is. That's all I want to show here. Let's not stretch this out. More guides and stuff like that coming. Let me know what else you want to see here. Otherwise, check back for more. Thanks for watching.